Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's poppin', everybody? Everybody, what's going on? It's your boy East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. I had to meet somebody. We did a deal Wednesday. A guy from Facebook Marketplace. He had the Clone Wars Hot Toys, Anakin Skywalker, and the Clone Wars Hot Toys mechanical leg Darth Maul. Then I asked him if he had any other Hot Toys he was selling. So we made a deal for those two. And then he said, well, actually, I'm contemplating on getting rid of my sideshow exclusive Venom. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we worked the deal out, and we going back and forth. And I'm like, listen, I'm taking them to the show to sell them. I'm a reseller. But after looking at them and stuff, I decided to keep them.
Now boarding on track 1 Northeast and West Kansas, the New Jersey Transit, 10:29 a.m. Montclair will combine en route to Montclair Stage University, making stops at Secaucus, Newark Broad Street, Watson Avenue, Bloomfield.
That's my train.
Bay Street, Walnut Street.
So I got on the 9:19 train to get here for 9:55. He came from the Bronx. If I had to, I would have drove to the Bronx because I asked him, I said, can you meet me in the city? And he's like, yeah, sure. So it made it easier. And then I'm like, okay, well, how about, I'm sorry for the view. So my track is boarding number 1, or track 1. So we were talking, and real cool guy. And, so we agreed. You know what I'm saying? And we met here. So outside of meeting here, we decided to meet over here on 34th Street, Penn Station. So, I always forget which way the train, because I know this train only certain doors open. So I don't remember which. All right, so I think that's, I don't know, this is the front of the train or the back of the train. Let me ask this conductor. I want to be as close to the front of the train as possible. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Which way is the front of the train? Oh, it's the front? Okay. Is this car going to open for Wassessin? Thank you. I always ask that because one time I had to go all the way to Bloomfield and then come back around. So, yeah. This is what happens when you drive more than you take the train. But yeah, so I got on the 9:19 train to be here for 9:51 to meet up with the dude named Mark. So I bought a round trip ticket to meet up with him, and so now this train is on its way going back home at 10:29. So I should be home by, the way I walk, I'll be home by 11:10, 11:15 the latest. I should have drove and parked the car closer to the train, but I don't like I wouldn't mess with Bloomfield PD, and with my luck, I'll get a ticket parked where I'm not supposed to. So it just made sense to take the 11-minute walk from the train station to the house. But we spoke, I think, Wednesday evening or something like that, and I think he was busy yesterday, so was I. So we decided to do it today, and my plan was to take the 3 of these guys to the show, to the Edison Toy Show tomorrow, and sell them, or at least the Venom. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep them. I'm just gonna keep the 3 of them, and I'll take some other stuff to sell to make back the money. I'm going there to sell anyway, so the money I spent today on these 3 guys, I'll just go ahead and take some other stuff and sell that stuff off to get back the money that I spent on this stuff. Because last night I met up with my boy Eddie in his storage, and we did another deal on some stuff. I took him a couple of NECA cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Took him some multiverse that I really didn't want. Multiverse McFarlane DC characters, obviously, and some other stuff. And we made a deal on that, and I wound up owing him money because I took a whole bunch of G.I. Joe vehicle shells. I threw away stuff that was busted up and broken. Some of the other stuff I wound up condensing everything in one box. And then he had some vintage Star Wars vehicles as well. So some stuff I kept for myself. He had like 4 Millennium Falcons, and I was able to Frankenstein the best one. And 2 out of 4 of them did have the Bantha table. That thing goes for like $50-$60 just for that little blue table. So one I Frankenstein into one, but I wash everything. Anything I get from flea markets, thrift shops, I wipe everything down anyway. And if I'm keeping it for myself, I wash everything thoroughly, let it dry, and then I'll take it upstairs and put it in my man cave. Because I'm real funny with germs, and it's just me. I like my stuff to look as pristine as possible. All of them are discolored because the plastic the Millennium Falcon is made from is like a real thin plastic, and it does get discolored very quickly. And some parts of it keeps more of a white gray, and the main big part of the Millennium Falcon, it gets almost yellow. It's just the way the plastic is made. Over time, that happens happens with a lot of toy lines, especially Kenner. When it comes to certain colorations they put for their stuff. He did have the Jawa. The Jawa little base thing is similar to the Hoth, one of the Hoth bases. Same design and everything except color. Obviously the Hoth base is white, and the Jawa base is like a tan, almost like a sand color. I'm pretty sure I'm missing whatever I need for that, but I'm excited to have that anyway. And everything we're working out is is pretty cool, because I wound up keeping some stuff that I wanted for myself, and then I could sell everything else off tomorrow. I'll probably put like $5 to maybe $20 depending on the piece. Maybe give somebody a deal if they want shells and stuff. So hopefully that'll pan itself out. And he gave me over 37 loose G.I. Joe figures. 30 of them were in really good condition, no busted crotches or thumbs. So you figure even at $10 a pop, that's already $300. So not bad. And I woke up early this morning, worked out, brushed my teeth, and automatically started to wash everything and sort everything out. By the time I realized, it was like 10 minutes to 6. So I was like, okay, it was almost time to wake Isaiah up, get him ready and start my day. Now I gotta go home, bag and tag more stuff. Then I gotta put everything in the expedition, and then leave the house around 4:30 to get to the Edison Radarin. I always put the Edison Expo Center. I gotta get there so I can, figure out where my spot is, set stuff up for tomorrow, and then go back in the morning and just get myself together. But anyway, the guy needed his bags. He should have told me that before I left. But I should have asked also. I should have said, well, the bags you have them in, do you need them back? Because I do have bags, big bags in the back of my Mustang. But again, actually Isaiah's Mustang, because when he turns 16, I'm giving him that car. But I should have brought bags to prepare myself anyway. So the Dunkin' Donuts inside, across from the Amtrak ticket window, was nice enough to give me these big donut box bags, which they didn't have to do. So that was pretty cool that they did that. So I was able to put the stuff in here. But the deal I made with him was, I thought it was a steal. It was a really good deal. He gave me the Hot Toys Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker, and he comes with the holograms and everything. they're all collector displays, or professional displays, as I like to say. You know, whenever there's somebody who's a collector, they professionally display them, you know, really good. He did tell me that the box has wear and tear, especially on the Venom. I don't really care about boxes. I care more about the figures than the boxes. And so it was the Hot Toys Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker, the Hot Toys Clone Wars, Mechanical Legs Darth Maul, and the Sideshow exclusive Venom. And I was gonna keep both of the Star Wars and sell off the Venom, but I do have a Spider-Man, and the Venom is pretty dope because I did see him at Dave's antique collectible mall in Livingston, and I think he wants like, and he displays all his stuff. But most places display stuff and still sell it as new, because even though they, you know, some places have anywhere from 1 to 10 of each figure in stock, and they'll take one out and put it on display. And if somebody really wants the figure, they'll say, hey, listen, I don't have any more, but I have to store display. Some places will give you a little discount. Most places will still sell it to you as new because it's still protected behind a showcase. And we all know when it comes to sideshow statues and hot toy figures, the prices aren't a big difference between like opening up like a Marvel Legend figure or something like that, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. But I paid $650 for 3 of them. So let me show you guys while I'm actually sitting here on this train. I don't want to make too much noise because people are coming home from work or going to work. So let me put on my eyes. All right. So here we have the Darth Maul. It's kind of weird how his box kind of remind me of like almost like a Thor box with like, it almost looks like a long version of like Mjolnir, the hammer, a little bit. Then we have, let me move this for this thing falls. And then we have the Anakin, also Sideshow exclusive. I didn't even know this was a Sideshow exclusive, but it's the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Okay. Man, just fell on ice too. So you have Anakin is TMS number 19, Anakin Skywalker 1/6 scale collectible figure. So it looks like the actor, but they call it the Clone Wars. Oh yeah. I'm thinking of the cartoon. Huh? Yeah, I only came here just to meet this guy off of Facebook to buy them because he was such a good deal.
What is it? Just that one?
Nah, it's the Anakin, the Darth Maul, and Venom.
Shit dope.
Yeah.
How big are they?
No, they're 12 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime, man. And here is the Venom. That was the conductor asking me a question. And then here is the Venom. He comes in a huge box. And it says here, Hot Toys Special Edition, Sideshow exclusive. So I know this and the Anakin, he definitely got from Sideshow directly because you can't really get these in stores unless somebody trades it in.
This is the 1029 Penn Station University train. Making stops at Secaucus, Newark Road, Wachusett, Bloomfield, Glenridge, Main Street, Walnut, Watchung, Upper Montclair, Mountain Avenue, Montclair Heights, and Montclair State University.
All right, so I'm the third stop. So here is the Venom. So it was a good transaction. And when I do meet people, I always like meeting people in big public places where there's a lot of police and stuff around, because you know I'm giving money, and last thing I want is for somebody to rip me off on garbage and or try to rob me. I can fight, but I was never trained to fight off bullets. So it was a good, smooth transaction. So I told him when he has more stuff for sale, you know, now we both can deal with each other in confidence. So he said when he has more stuff he wants to get rid of, I'll be the first that he contacts. So that's cool. I paid $650 for the 3 of them. I'm cool with that. I don't really know what the Darth, Maul, and Anakin cost him retail, but I know this one was somewhere around $400, especially being that it was exclusive. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they go for used, but $650 for 3 hot toys, I'll take that any day of the week. So thanks for watching. Peace.